The Knicks continue to make moves. According to recent reports, New York just signed Kevin McCullar Jr., their second-round draft pick in this year's draft, to a two-way contract. McCullar Jr. is a defensive stud, and now the Knicks have just added him for more depth to their roster. We're going to break down these latest reports and so much more today. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. And make sure you have notifications turned on so you don't miss a second of the new content. And now, let's get started. The Knicks have officially signed their rookie, Kevin McCullar Jr. This was the announcement I have been waiting for. We knew about Pacome Dadier. We knew about Tyler Kolek. We knew about Ariel Hukporti. But what about the Knicks' other second-round draft pick that we got in Kevin McCullar Jr., who we drafted with the 56th overall pick? I was wondering about him. We didn't see him in Summer League because he was dealing with knee issues. And that was a robbery in my opinion, because this kid who has drawn comparisons to Josh Hart is a defensive stud, a great two-way player. Does he still need work? Absolutely. But he's a guard who is 6'7", and he can play unbelievable defense, and his offense is going to come. He is going to get better and better as he learns to develop and play with this Knicks team. Let's break down these latest reports from Michael Scotto of Hoops Hype about the Knicks signing rookie Kevin McCullar Jr. According to Michael Scotto, he states the New York Knicks and Kevin McCullar Jr. have agreed to a two-way contract. McCullar earned all Big 12 first-team honors this past season at Kansas. He was also named to the Big 12 All-Defensive Team and earned all Big 12 third-team honors in 2023. What Scotto is trying to say here is the Knicks just got themselves a defensive stud, an incredible rookie with a lot of upside, and he is a Tom Thibodeau-like player for a multitude of reasons. But the main reason is because he defends, and he defends extremely well. We can look back at Deuce McBride and when we drafted him. Did he have a prominent role when we started? No, not exactly. But he built out a role for himself, and right now, he is one of our main pieces off the bench. Kevin McCullar Jr. can do the exact same thing. The only difference is, in my opinion, due to his size, it changes everything. If he can get his offense going and figures that out, because his defense is already there, and it's only going to get better. If he puts it all together, this kid could be one of the best prospects the Knicks got out of this draft. And I'm including Tyler Kolek in that conversation when I'm talking about this. He is a monster. If you look at his highlight tape, if you look at his reels, it is so hard not to say this kid doesn't have talent. No matter where you see it, you can see him do it all, especially on the defensive end. When he's guarding somebody, he stays in front of them. He makes sure he keeps his eyes on the ball. He doesn't hack. He makes sure he goes after the ball and only the ball while also trying to help his team. Those are defensive instincts you cannot train in a day, in a year. It takes nearly a lifetime to understand how to play the game that way. That means you have to play defense that way for many, many years. It's clear he's always been a defensive player, but recently you can see it. He started to come into his own by being an offensive player. Not the greatest shooter, but he can shoot. Not the greatest slasher, but he can slash. His moving without the ball is probably what he does best when he's off ball. And that's what you need from a guard. A guard his size, moving without the ball, getting open, especially in the paint. It could be easy money for him, depending on the team that he's playing for. With the Knicks, the team we have right now, our roster, if this kid comes into his own in the next year or two, and he can start carving out legitimate, significant time, we're talking about a kid who can be a game changer for the Knicks. Defense is always a must. You pair it with size, with youth, and something else you can teach to grow into a better offensive player. You're talking about the perfect player for Tom Thibodeau in terms of coaching. Size, upside, potential. This kid has it all. And the Knicks stole him in the second round, along with Tyler Kolek. The only reason we don't talk a lot about Kevin McCullar Jr. is because of his injuries. We haven't seen it yet, and because we haven't seen it, and we only saw highlights, it would be the same thing as if we saw Tyler Kolek in the same light. If he never played Summer League, we'd be talking about him in the same way. We hope he does well, but we don't really know. But after his Summer League play, you saw how everybody, including the Knicks, changed their perception of him. I think the exact same thing could have happened with Kevin McCullar Jr. He has the skill set, he has the ability, he has the focus, and he has the mindset to fit within this team, to fit on this culture. He already knows the fundamentals to play under a head coach like Tom Thibodeau. He just needs a little bit of development. And right now, with the organization that we have, we're bringing him into an organization that's going to offer him that development, offer him that growth, and hopefully grow him into a Knick of the future, because that's what he is to me. And I think a lot of people within the organization believe that as well too. It should be noted again that Kevin McCullar Jr. has a two-way contract with the Knicks, not a standard NBA deal. Same thing goes for Ariel Hukporti. It doesn't mean that they won't end up with standardized deals, but as of right now, they're just on two-way contracts. The Knicks can still bring in another player and add them to this team. We still have that open roster spot. We still have the mid-level exception. We can still utilize those aspects to get another player of impact on this team to help us as we move forward. I do want to mention, though, the fact that he's on a two-way contract. Same thing like Ariel Hukporti. These guys are likely not going to see significant time for the Knicks this season. They're likely going to be playing a lot of their time in the G League. There's not a problem with that. We saw Deuce McBride do the same thing, and look where he is right now. Both of those guys could follow the same path and find themselves as active, very impactful players for the Knicks, but they're going to have to put in that time to get there. Thibodeau is likely only going to use a 9 or 10-man rotation at the most. And even right now, if he even utilized a 10-man rotation, we would be thinking to ourselves, who's going to be getting that position? Is it going to be going to a guard like Tyler Kolek or Cam Payne? Could it be going to a forward? Could it be going to another center we're not thinking about that the Knicks could potentially use their mid-level on? We don't know yet, but the Knicks have a lot of options at this point in time. But I am very happy for Kevin McCullar Jr. I wanted the Knicks to do this. I wanted the Knicks to sign him because I believe in this kid. I think he's a very, very good rookie for New York. He can be a very good player for the Knicks. And all it takes is a little bit of faith, development, and belief. And I think the Knicks have that in spades for this kid. You gotta say again, the Knicks and what they've done this year with their picks, no matter if they were in the first round or in the second round, they've treated them with respect. And at least for me, the future is absolutely bright for New York. We have Hakeem Dadier to look forward to, Ariel Hukporti to look forward to. We have Tyler Kolek to look forward to. And now we have Kevin McCullar Jr., a defensive monster to look forward to. And his coach, Tom Thibodeau. How could you not be hype? How could you not be excited? We're contenders. We're still making moves, and we're still trying to get better in the future. Thank you, Leon. This is what I'm talking about. We went from no competency in our front office to actually knowing what we're doing. And the change feels amazing. But what about you guys? What do you think about these latest reports indicating that the Knicks signed Kevin McCullar Jr., their rookie who they signed in the second round with the 56th overall pick, to a two-way contract? Let me know in the comments below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knick fans. Peace.